Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
A&W, best root beer in the world. What's up, everybody? What's happening? Welcome to episode 17, season 2. Stop right now, hit the subscribe button right up under here to see more videos about photography and about photography gear, which is the subject of our video today. Today I'm talking to you about each piece of gear that I use and what exactly I use each piece of gear for. So let's get started. Number one, this is called a dome. This part comes off. See how you can see through there? See that? See my hand? See my finger? Yeah. This goes on top of my flash. I use it to diffuse my light. You can use it with this part on, or you can use it without it. This controls your light, makes it go more straight on. I don't use it that often, actually. I just kind of have it just JIC, just in case I need it one day. White balance cards, I've talked about these in this video. Go look at it, see about it. They help you white balance in hard situations with difficult lighting, stuff like that. Moving on. Wipes, cleaning cloths for the camera, which I didn't mention. The camera I'm using right now is a T5i. All of these products will be linked in the bio, so if you want to go check them out and buy them for yourself, you can click the links right down here. It's all gonna be down here. The lens that I'm using on the camera right now is the kit lens that came with the camera, the 18-55. This lens is a piece of crap. I will never use it for photography, but I do like its auto-focusing capabilities for videography, and it's got image stabilization, so I use it sometimes to make these videos, but I never use it for photography. Moving on, we have a Yongnuo YN565EX2 flash that I use for flash photography, which I don't do a whole lot. I do want to do more flash photography, off camera flash, but I'm gonna get into that later on, probably in 2018, so look forward to seeing more flash photography in these videos. Also, if you haven't seen my flash photography episode, it's linked right here. Go ahead and go watch it. The images, some of the video is kind of crappy because it's being filmed on this phone, which is another thing that I use sometimes. When I want to show myself using my camera, I will have Kylie or somebody vlog me with this phone. It works good outside, but it's terrible inside. This is a terrible phone. I hate it. But moving on. 50mm f1.8. This is the first lens that I purchased after the kit lens. I love this lens so much. It was only $125, but it takes some beautiful images. So I just can't bear to part with it. I use this lens for portrait photography. Since my camera is a crop sensor, this is effectively about an 85mm lens, so I do use it. I do pull it out every now and then, but I also have a 50mm f1.4, so it gives me an extra stop of light. I bought this on my birthday. Well, before my birthday, actually. It was just kind of like a gift to myself. And I made a video about it. It's linked right here. But I do like this lens. I like both lenses, and I can't seem to part with either one of them. So for now, I'm keeping them both. Unless I get a Sigma Art 50mm f1.4. But that's another story. 24mm f2.8 lens. I use this for group shots when I'm in tight places, at events or something, and I'm trying to get a wider angle, wider field of view.
Damn.
I will use this lens, and I also use it for close-up of detail shots.
Yeah.
It is a great lens for getting details, so that's what I use this lens for. And then we have this 55 to 250, and it's a f4 to 5.6, which is why I hardly ever use it, because it limits my aperture. Remember, if you watch the basic photography settings video linked right here, I talked about how you don't want lenses that limit your aperture, because you know that limits what you're able to do essentially. So I don't use this lens a whole lot for photography, hardly ever. But if I am doing videography, my best friend's calling me. 1 second. Hello. What? Awesome. They know. Bye. Yeah, she's just having some, it's just, anyway, back to what I was talking about. So yeah, I was talking about this lens. I don't use it for photography hardly ever. But I will use it for videography if it's something, if I'm at a football game or something, I'm far away and I'm trying to zoom in. This zooms in to 200, 250. So I will use it for that. Moving on, we got the Joby GorillaPod. I use this strictly for vlogging. Hold it out like this, and I vlog myself when I'm talking to y'all, and I'm out and about, stuff like that. Boom. Hard drive. This hard drive is 1 terabyte, I think, and I need to get a new one, but it has never let me down. Most of my videos and photos are saved back up on this, most of them. So if you're gonna do it seriously, you need hard drives. You need multiple hard drives. Don't be like me, because I need to get some more right now. This is a intervalometer, or basically it's just like a remote shutter for your camera. But I use this when I'm doing long exposure photography, which I don't do that often, but I really find it very fascinating. So when I find something that I think is cool enough to do a long exposure, mostly water, I will. But I do have an example. And if you haven't seen this episode when I did my first long exposure photo, go watch that. Go watch this. Obviously, I have a camera battery charger for my camera batteries, and I have a charger for my flash batteries. Batteries that go in here. See, they're white. Those batteries right there. They gremlin pen from last episode. Been using this a lot to write important stuff down. Battery grip for my camera. This is always on my camera when I'm doing portrait shoots, just because I like the way it feels in my hand, and it makes the grip a little bit longer when I'm holding it. And this, as y'all know, you can put 2 batteries in here, or you can put 6 batteries in this inserter and have extra battery life for your camera. Behind my head right there is my, move so you can see it. This is my flash stand. This is what I put my flash in right here. And this gets very, very tall, like taller than this house tall. All of these knobs on here extend. So if I was to undo this one, this will just go up and up, and it'll go up, you know, forever. Very heavy duty flash stand. It's got a S mount. It's a Bowens mount. That's what this top is on top of here. Laptop. Use this for editing, emails, sending important stuff, filing folders or photos. This is my lifeline, so to speak. Mouse. and my tablet is in my lap. I use this to keep a gallery of my photos on in case I'm out doing stuff and somebody asks me, oh, you a photographer, can I see some of your work? Boom, go to the gallery and get to swiping. Yeah, if I'm out and somebody goes, can I see some of your work? And I got it all right there. So that's what this is used for when I'm out in the field and I have it with me. Business cards for promotion, branding, advertising. Keep business cards with you. I have business cards somewhere everywhere. Right there, that little white stack that you see on my chester. That's a big stack of business cards. There are business cards in my car, business cards in my in one of my other items to show you, my backpack that all of this stuff goes in. There are always business cards in my pocket, just business cards. Keep them with you at all times. Over here on the floor, reflector. I haven't made a proper video about how to use a reflector yet, but just know I use it to reflect light back into my subject's face to fill in shadows or, you know, stuff like that. Properly do a video on how to use it and do sample photos and all of that in the future. And lastly, we have the soft box inside here. I'm not going to take it out and show you, but if you want to see what it looks like, go to a flash photography episode right here and you'll see it big on the flash stand. It's just a big square. And so yeah, I think I about covered everything that I use. All of this stuff, that's what I use all this stuff for. There was a lot of stuff to go through. That is it. I will see you guys in the next video, episode 18. I don't know what it's gonna be about. You have to click the subscribe button so you can be notified when that video goes up. And I'll see you guys in episode 18. Bye.
Damn.